Hi, Paul Wilkinson here. This is just a short video to let you know that I've released a new album called In London. There are a few limited edition CDs being produced. There's not lots of those. The link for that is in the YouTube description. So the London concert, I played a number of times over the last couple of years in London. This particular concert was at a place called Sussex Gardens, and they had a beautiful Steinway piano, which was really beautiful. And as is often the case when there is because I live up in the north of England, when there is a concert in London, I travel down on the train in the morning. So London was no different really. I caught an early train about 7:30 because this was a lunchtime concert, and I arrived in plenty of time and all that, and time to set up. And the minute I got there, the piano was absolutely wonderful. So I knew immediately I had something special there. I'm no recording engineer, but my friend Andy gave me some great mics for touring recently when I've been travelling around. So I've been recording all these concerts. As a side issue, I'm hoping in the next year or the year after, so 2020, 2021 maybe, to release quite a substantial package of solo piano music, improvisations, and also covers, I suppose, to want for a better word, or interpretations of popular songs as well. So the minute I got to the concert, as I said, the London concert, I was really excited to be there. The piano sounded great, so I started setting up. And unfortunately, the lady who was like the booking agent, the lady there, she was rather, shall we say, rather rude and rather sort of unpleasant, I suppose, a better word. She wasn't interested, and so that's never great when you're going to make up a concert for an hour or something. So when you're going to make a concert for an hour, as this is a lunchtime concert, it's not great to have a feeling deep in your soul that kind of makes you feel a little bit, I don't want to say upset, but slightly off-centered, if you like. So you're going to be improvising, and then somebody's telling you these things about where you can't put things and all those kind of things. Thankfully for me, the cleaner there was really nice, and so that was really helpful. And a homeless person came in while I was doing the sound check, and he sat and just listened to me, and that was a very special moment. So whether that helped the music, I don't know, but he came in and sat, he listened for a bit. I went over and said hello to him. Then he said he was going to have a little sleep, and he did, and then he said bye to me and how much he'd enjoyed the music, and then he left, and this was just in the sound check. So for many reasons, the audience was a fair-sized audience. It wasn't massive, but it was a fair-sized audience. But the weeks or two before, I'd played in front of sort of 300 people. So this was quite a small, intimate concert. So I decided to just try some different things. And as I get older as an improviser trying this, when you look out of your window, to quote my old piano teacher and great friend Bill King on, the landscape looks bigger than it did before. I'm very picky about these concerts, but as a whole, this concert you were hearing is just from beginning to end. The second tune I played is a tune I played loads of times, and so that isn't on the CD. Although it could have been, but I've just been there so many times, and I didn't do anything new with it. So what you hear on this album is the concert, from beginning to end, including the encore, which is by Don McLean, and it is Vincent, known as Starry, Starry Night. That tune came into mind because another friend of mine, a great friend of mine called Matthew Bourne, the pianist, had put in my direction the week before, I can't remember how, whether it was via social media or whatever, and mentioned that this is such a great song, and it reminded me how great it was. And so I had decided, if nothing else, that I would play that as an encore at the end. Everything else is improvised. There was no plan beforehand. I just sat down and played. And as the concert started, there was the bell to signal 1 o'clock. And I knew I wasn't going to start the concert till just after 1 o'clock. I'd been introduced and everything. And I just waited a few seconds, and then the church bell started. And that was my key to start playing the music. And if you listen carefully on the album, you will hear that very church bell. And so the music on the album features a really long first track, start getting towards a half an hour or so, and that's the main music on that. It's like a big long piece of music where I'm trying to explore and develop ideas and spin them upside down and just go with it in the moment, you know. And then there's all kinds of different moods are reflected in the music. So there's sorrow, there's swing, there's deep, meaningful ballads. There's some almost furies into atonality, you know, the uncomfortableness of music, and then bringing it back home. So this is a special release for me because it's very, as I've listened to solo concerts over the last few years that I've done, I haven't heard a concert as a whole that tells a story that I like as a narrative. I've heard bits of things that I go, that's lovely, but then the next bit didn't quite work for me as much. So this one is a special concert because it works for me beginning to end. So I'm really, really pleased with it, and I hope you'll enjoy listening to it. There are a few limited edition CDs. We're just in the sort of in November now, aren't we? And so it's been released a few days ago, and quite a lot of CDs have gone. So if you want to order one, I would please do so. You can also download it digitally from my Bandcamp. And thanks for all your support. You know, thanks for watching this video. I hope this rant makes sense. Thanks for watching this and, you know, me explaining the music, and I hope that maybe makes a bit more sense if you've already bought it and you've already downloaded it, so you're listening to it. It might tell you a little bit more about the story of the music and how it came about, you know. So thanks very much, and thanks for watching, and bye for now.